Brought to you from the state of Connecticut, capital city of Hartford, this is a Department of Developmental Services production.
Hi, I'm Josie Torres, and I'm a Self-Advocate Coordinator. The Self-Advocate Coordinators of Connecticut would like to share with you the importance of knowing your rights. We are going to share with you that everyone has rights. We are going to be sharing with you 3 areas of our human rights: respect for the individual, inclusion in the community, and change in society. And for the first part, I am joined with my colleagues.
Hi, Ivan Vila.
Josh Mears.
James Matthew Lawson.
And we are going to be sharing with you equality, safety, home and family, and privacy.
Equality, we have the right to be treated equal citizen. Everyone has rights. We need to stop discrimination.
Safety, we have a right to be safe from abuse and violence. It's not our disability that puts us at risk. Rather, it's the person who abuses others. We have the right to be safe.
Home and family. We have a right to be part of a family or start one of our own. Like myself, I'm a parent with 3 beautiful children, and I have a right to keep my children with me. Not because I have a disability should that right be taken away from me. I also have a right to be in a healthy relationship. I also have a right to choose who I want to marry or be with. I have rights, and that should be respected. I have a right to be loved.
Privacy. We have the right to privacy no matter where we live. We have the right to be alone, to not open my mail, to not listen to our phone calls or conversation. We have the right to be alone with my girlfriend. Keep it between us. Privacy.
I have rights.
You have rights.
So
Speak up and speak out.
Hello, my name is Jenna Lewis, and I am a Self-Advocate Coordinator, and these are my colleagues.
Hi, I'm Natasha Linwood.
I'm Carol Grabby.
We're going to be talking today about community inclusion. Carol will be sharing her personal experience on living independently. Natasha will be sharing her personal experience on work and health. And I will be sharing my personal experience on education.
I exercise my right to independent living by living with my fiance, Ray. I lived with my mom and dad for about 22 years until I wanted to spread my wings. And then I found out that my aunt and wanted to move out of her apartment. My mom and dad wanted to help support me to move into that apartment. A friend of mine could move into that apartment so that we could live together. I was in the supported living program. At the time, I left the supported living program and I wanted to challenge myself. I also decided to hire my own staff, and this made me a better person. I met Ray at work, and he lived with me for a year. But at that time, our landlord decides he wants to sell our apartment right up for underneath our feet. That's when we decided we were going to move to Middletown, because that's where we decided that the apartments were affordable. We found that it was along the bus line, and we could have cats. And ever since then, I've lived on my own now for 15 years, and this is what independent living means to me.
I exercise my right to work. How I did this, I applied to DDS. I went to the interview. 2 weeks later, the director called me and said I had a job. I was so excited because this showed that a person with a disability can be paid equally as everybody else. So if I can do it, you can do it too.
I exercise my rights by education. I went to go to college, and my mom didn't really think it was possible for me to even find a college that would fit my needs. Me being me, I told her, don't let my disability get in the way of my dreams. From then on, my family has been my cheerleaders. With their determination and my advocacy skills, I made my dream a reality. I was accepted to the Vocational Independence Program on the campus of New York Institute of Technology in Central Islip, New York. If I can advocate for my education, so can you.
How I exercise my right for equal health. I have a story that my chair broken down like maybe 2 months ago, and I called and they told me that it would take about 2 months to get fixed. Being the person that I am, I said, that's not going to work because this is how I get around. This is how I'm independent. So if I don't have my chair, I can't go to work. I can't be active in the community. So I felt like it wasn't fair. So what I did is I called the insurance company, I called the wheelchair people, I called the doctor every single day until I got done. So that's how I exercise my right for equal health.
I have rights. You have rights. Speak up and speak out.
Hi, my name is Varian Salters, and these are my colleagues.
Jamar Cherry.
Carlos Colon.
And today we will be talking about changes in society, access, political life, new attitudes, and culture in sports.
So the creation of the American with Disabilities Act of 1990 was a movement for self-advocacy, self-determination, and independence for people with disabilities. This helped give us rise to self-determination and self-direction in the state of Connecticut. I can personally attest to how the movement helped us improve our lives because I graduated school on time. It helped me get a real job for real pay and become independent by having my own apartment.
Transportation is the #1 priority for people with disabilities to get to and from where they need to go, from their doctor's appointments, community recreation activities, and other important meetings happening around the state. Another priority with the self-advocacy movement worked really hard to change the name to the Department of Mental Retardation to the Department of Developmental Services. We as self-advocates created a logo for the department. We also took the R word out of the name from the department. The governor signed the bill of the name change for the department on October 2007.
In 2010, the self-advocates created a respectful language policy to reference and recognize people by their names and not by a label. For example, you wouldn't say he is retarded. You would say Jimmy has an intellectual disability. In May 2011, Governor Malloy signed the Respectful Language Bill into law.
So earlier in the self-determination movement, positions were created at DDS called Self-Advocate Coordinators, or SACs. As SACs, one of our responsibilities is to promote advocacy and empowerment among people served by DDS.
SACs also came together to discuss importance of healthy relationships for everybody. From this discussion, we came up with a healthy relationship policy in June 2014. This was an evolution in the way people think about human rights and value for people with intellectual disabilities.
We now have 6 sessions of healthy relationships classes statewide where we discuss the importance on how to recognize good relationships from bad relationships.
Other cultural changes included the areas of arts and sports were determined to be areas demanding fuller inclusion. Special Olympics has continued to evolve and is now the world's largest sports organization for children and adults with intellectual disabilities.
I have rights, you have rights. Speak up and speak out.
We have a campaign. We are people. Call me by my name. Please stop using these words. Handicap, ward, patient, them, client. We are people. Call me by my name. Join us.
I have rights, you have rights. Speak up and speak out.
I have rights, you have rights. Speak up and speak out.
I have rights, you have rights. Speak up and speak out.
Recorded at the Department of Developmental Services production studio in HD.